It is 71 degrees. Kogo News Time, 742. Hundreds of volunteers braved the heat to clean up the Starlight Bowl over the weekend. The large crowd came out to support the newly organized Save Starlight campaign. It's a grassroots group of theater lovers and historians who hope to restore the Balboa Park Amphitheater. Joining us on the Kogo News Live line is filmmaker Jordan Liles. And Jordan, you've done a film called Starlight Over San Diego. Tell us about it.
Sure. Starlight San Diego is a film that I created about, 5 or 6 months ago. It's available on YouTube, free to the public. And it tells the story a little bit about the history, which goes back about 80 years, about the Starlight Bowl in Balboa Park. It used to be called the Ford Bowl whenever the 1935 exposition was going on in the park. And the video is about 20 minutes. It starts out just exploring the grounds that are there where the bowl still is, and it ends up with a little bit of history and then some really beautiful time-lapse shots.
What are some of the cool things that people don't know about the Starlight Bowl?
Sure. Well, it actually, a lot of people may associate it with maybe 10, 15 years ago, whenever it had a lot of musicals happening with the Starlight Musical Theater. But believe it or not, the Rolling Stones and I believe the Ramones and a lot of other bands played there in the past too. So it has a lot of history for people who are lovers of music of the past that really don't know whenever they walk past that they were there, which is really kind of incredible.
So I was reading that when there were plays done, that actors would actually freeze in place when airplanes went over.
That is true. Because of the flight path for arrivals for the San Diego airport, that's one of the reasons a lot of people believe that at least it closed, that it just wasn't doing well. But one of the main reasons was that, at least in my research, is that the Starlight lost a little bit of money for sure on the 1992 production of Annie Warbucks. I believe I'd read that in a few newspapers that have kind of dug in and tried to find out exactly what happened. But yeah, the flight path is right over the Air and Space Museum and the Starlight Bowl.
Now, as a filmmaker, it seems like it would be impossible to get a bad shot of this theater.
That's true. It's very interesting, even whenever you just walk past it, to kind of, if you stand nearby and you kind of just watch people walk past, they'll kind of do a double take, because there's this giant bowl just sitting there that many people, who are walking around Balboa Park have never been in, because it's been closed now for maybe 5 years. So just to have this giant theater that's just kind of sitting dormant is kind of striking whenever you first see it.
And what drew you to this, and what has drawn you to the other restoration projects that you filmed in San Diego?
Sure. Well, there's something interesting about it. At first, for me, it was about abandoned places. So, like, if you type in Google, hiker discovers lost Tennessee town, something like that, you'll see another one of my projects called Tennessee Wonderland. But there's something striking about abandoned history that you really can't put your finger on exactly what it is. But to find something that has a lot of interesting history in it that you don't hear a lot about anymore, but it is fascinating still in a way to kind of learn about, and then to see for yourself when the photos and videos of the past is kind of a really interesting thing to do, because there's a lot of lost history out there, a lot of interesting things that a lot of people don't know about history, and a lot of it's right in front of our eyes.
Well, Jordan, I've seen the trailer. It's beautifully done. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you very much, Tip.
All right. That is filmmaker Jordan Liles. And if you want to see Starlight Over San Diego and the trailer for it, go to Kogo.com, keyword morning news. We've got the story and we've got the video for you to check out. It is really, really something to see. Kogo News Time, 747. Scary moments for the America men's swimming team. We're going to go live to Rio.